What's up, y'all? Thanks for coming to my channel. Black Nate DiBiase. Like and share my videos, comment on my videos. And I want to talk to you about change. See, a lot of people not used to changing. You got to adapt to a new year. This is 2026. 2025 is gone. And what you didn't do in 2025, do in 26. If you don't do it in 2026, then you won't get it done. See, a lot of people can't adapt to the changes. As an NFL player, they got to adapt to a new team. Basketball players, baseball players. And they get established. You know, they can get the house there, their car there, your loved ones there, the people you know there. You might have met a lot of people there. But when it's time for you to go to another team and you got traded, you have to be able to go to that other team. Adapt to changes. You know, like junior high school and high school. I remember when I was in high school, I got kicked out of one school, had to go to another school. I was actually almost kicked out of a school. And I had to go to another school, new friends. They kind of already heard about me because in the neighborhood, a lot of people around the neighborhood still went to the other schools that I went to. So I knew some of the people there. But what I'm saying is, you might have something that you don't want to give up, but you got to for a better vision and for a better purpose. And that's when you adapt to change. Some of y'all go to a church, you got to go to another church. And you might not, like what's going on with that church. You go to another one, or you move to another area, you don't go to that church no more. You got to adapt to changes. You might have to get a new girlfriend. It ain't working out with one woman, you do what? Go to another one, and vice versa. You got to be able to adapt to changes, adapt to a different food, adapt to a different lifestyle, adapt to another car. You might want to keep this car. You might have had an accident in the car or anything. You might have had to sell a car, the engine went out, or the car got repoed, and you got to get yourself another car. You got to be able to adapt to the changes. Because in this world today, if you can't adapt to changes, then it won't happen for you. That's why you must adapt. Weather changes. You got your summer, you got your fall, you got your winter. Now, it's not always going to be summertime. You get your fall, you get your winter, you get your spring. Adapt to the changes. Now, you can't dress like it's summertime and it's raining, which means it's the wintertime. You got to adapt. See, things change. You got to be able to adapt to the changes. You got to change different food. Some of y'all might have diabetes or whatever, or you might not be used to certain kind of food. You can't eat that food no more. You want to, but you got to adapt to it because your life is at stake. You might be eating bad food and you're getting high blood, or your feet swelling up, or your body ain't feeling the same, man. And you get older and you're eating bad foods. You got to adapt to the changes. You got to be healthy. You might have to drink like a different kind of water or something, or a different kind of food intake. That's when you see people with heavy blood, man. They be eating all their life bad food, and you got to be able to adapt to the changes. And see, now they got to adapt. If you want to stay here, you got to adapt to the changes. See, you can't do the same thing, man, and it's called definition of insanity because you're not changing nothing. A lot of people get stuck in their ways and they never change. Don't be that person. Black Nate DiBiase. Like and share my videos, comment on my videos, share my videos. Let's get me to 1,000 subs. Again, let's get me to 1,000,000 subs. I know it's going to happen. I believe in y'all, my subscribers. But again, follow me on TikTok, Black Nate DiBiase. Follow me on Instagram, Black Nate DiBiase. You can follow me, of course, at Black Nate DiBiase 523 here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all Black Nate DiBiase. And again, get your merch, Respect the Grind merch, RESPECT, THA grind.com. Peace out.